look at that. My first eastern fence lizards of the year. There's a male showing off his bright, beautiful colors, and he just told his girlfriend to run away. That's interesting lizard behavior. They communicate by doing push-ups like he just did, and he was basically telling her, there's guys here, watch out, back up and run away, I'll protect you. Let's see if you got any spirit to back up that with a fight. Man, look at the color of that lizard. These guys are so gorgeous. They get that bright blue coloration on their bellies and on their necks. He's showing off. That's the only reason he's letting me get this close. You are super cool, dude. Hey, buddy. That's a female. There's a whole bunch of little alligators right here. 3 little ones right there, and then another one up there.
But I do want to see a snake.
I just caught this really pretty green and all. It's actually green for a change. You're okay. Ooh, Daniel just scored and we got a nice snake tonight. My second scarlet snake of the year. I haven't found this species myself this year, but it's nice when other people are able to get it and you're next to them, so you don't miss it. This is a new spot for me to see a scarlet snake. Looks pretty cool. I'm going to swab it for snake fungal disease, and just in case it has something going on. It's not a common species in this particular county, so hopefully I can get some cool data on it. But very nice find. Cool head. Look what I just found. My first snake in the neighborhood this year. A scarlet king snake right on my front yard. I wonder if I've seen this one last year. Well, hey there. My first live adult scarlet king snake of the year, and of course, somehow the first neighborhood snake of the year. Found right in my yard. I will, of course, check to see if this is one I've seen last year. It's got a pretty easily recognizable head, so I should be able to tell without any issues. But always a pleasure to see this snake right after a night where I found a scarlet snake. Alright, here's one last look at the scarlet king snake before I release it. Very beautiful specimen. Not terribly difficult to get it to sit still for photos, but it did bite me a couple times while handling it, as is the scarlet king snake custom. But it's a pretty nice looking individual. And these little rat snakes sure pack a punch. That's good for them, I guess. We'll get this little guy out of here. Man, look at these absolute units. Whoa. I don't know if they're gonna fight, but they got nothing on this one. Look how big this guy is. Hi. You wanna go join your bros? Oh, they're just grabbing anything at this point. The funny thing is, they could all be males and they just see another toad and want to grab onto it with no idea what they're doing. I don't know how smart they are, but good luck, guys. Make some babies. Alright, my first find of the night, unsurprisingly, is an eastern glass lizard. They're super common this year. This one was kind of panicking when I first saw it, so you can see its breathing pretty heavily right now. And it's a pretty decent size too. But not nearly as big as that other one I got. I don't think it has any tail damage, so I'm going to quickly get it off the road and see if I can find anything else out here. Boop. Alright, next find of the night. Unsurprisingly, a corn snake. This one's got a cool looking belly though, lots of orange on the black. And it's mostly brown instead of orange on the top. I'll get him out of here and see what else we can find. Hi, Mr. Armadillo. Why am I allowed to get so close to you? I mean, I could literally almost touch this guy. But they might have leprosy, so I might pass on that. Hi. I so want to pet you. I like the big turtle rabbit. Hey, look, another corn snake. He's bitey. I'm going to take a little hit right here, but it's okay. It's pretty small. You're not going to do it now? I know you want to do it. Don't act like you didn't do it off camera. Oh, we friends now? Ah! Nope, we're not. Alright, I'll get you out of here, little guy. Oh, there we go. The night after getting my first neighborhood snake, as in a scarlet king snake, I found my second neighborhood snake, my first Pinewoods litter snake of 2026. It took a really long time to get one of these guys. For some reason, they're extremely common where I live, but I see them almost nowhere else besides my neighborhood. I guess if, you know, the drought that we're having probably causes these guys to be a little bit less active, but finally got one. It's bleeding out of its butt, as they do. But I'll let this little guy go so it can hunt for little toads, and we'll see if we can find anything else. Oh, look at that. We haven't road cruised a turtle in a really long time. That might be the smallest striped mud turtle I've ever seen, which isn't really saying much because it's not a baby and they don't really get much bigger than that, but still, that's pretty cool. I don't know what this guy's doing trying to cross the road so late at night, but we'll get him across safe and sound. I was walking this guy across the road to let him go and he decided to come out a little bit. Hi, you're gonna be a brave little guy and come out? Maybe when I move, he wants to move around. Yeah. I don't know what that's about. There you go. Hi, little guy. You got some pretty sharp claws on you. Man, corn snakes are so weird. Every other one you get is either super defensive or they're like this, where I can put my hands behind its neck and it doesn't even care, like, at all. I don't get it. I'm just doing this so I don't get bit, but he's not even trying to bite. Like, boom, I let go of him. He knows I was holding him behind his neck and he doesn't even care. We need more rat snakes like this. These are the real ones. Well, check this out. This is a Polyphemus moth, one of the larger moth species we have in Florida. They don't have the ability to eat, so unfortunately, after they hatch, they need to find a mate, and then they quickly die from starvation. Alright, here's its body. So as you can see, no proboscis. Very, very large abdomen. This is probably a female. Hopefully she gets a chance to lay eggs. She's probably sleeping right now. Of course I woke her up. But they will make babies and then she'll just die of starvation because they don't have the ability to eat. Kind of weird, but that's how royal moths go.